Let's just try that again because that was dumb. Let me try that again. That was really dumb. Okay, anytime now.
Okay. This is What the Flock Radio's Birds of a Feather. We are an indie music-focused show rife with witty, buck-laden, insanely interesting, and unhinged banter. Our thematic submissions will confuse, infuse, and delight you, while our fascinating fun features fluster, flummox, fulfill, and thrill you. And I am Professor P. Soup, international rock legend, radiant savant, amateur wildlife photographer, and above all things, I'm a man full of hope because this is a new year, and
True.
I'm full of hope that nobody will say cruel, insensitive things to their friends like, you do not have a cold, you know.
Oh.
I mean, be better people, okay?
Only if they don't have a cold. If they have a cold, you'll be very empathetic.
And,
right?
you know, I know you're all sitting there ready to weep for the humanity and wondering, did somebody really say that? You know, and I'm afraid it is true, honestly.
Who said such a thing?
Who would ever? I mean, it is true, but I've been, I have to say, I've been enjoying a pretty fair run of decent health for a little spell now, which at least by my hypochondriacal standards. So that's I'm kind of encouraged by that. You know, and even though it is a new year, and there's a tendency for people who are kind of legendary like us, you know, to rest on their laurels, we're going to try to keep the quality up anyway. But even though we could coast, just kind of coast, babe, as I said before, because in the words of that eminent doctor of jurisprudence, Robert Van Winkle, Esquire, anything less than the best is what?
A felony.
A felony, okay,
Yeah.
Doctor. I mean, you know,
If there was a problem.
he would solve it. I mean, the kid don't play, you know.
He doesn't.
I
no.
mean, you just check out that hook, you know.
Well, his
DJ revolves it. I mean, he's the man with the plan, and he would say, I mean, do we want to be guilty of a felony? No.
No.
So we will give you the best, at least according to our meager gifts. And with that, I will pass it over to thee, madam. What sayest thou for thyself?
Well, who am I? I am the vocalist for the rock band Ascent. That's ASNT. You can find us on your favorite music platforms by searching ASNT and ASNT Rocks. Now, here's something interesting that my partner here is not expecting, and that there is likely going to be, or is already, a side project for softer music that Bruce and I are doing, and we're considering and toying with a name. And it's funny. We're thinking we might call it Adjacent. Because it's adjacent to Ascent.
And it sounds a little bit like Ascent, too, of course. It sounds like an offshoot, you know.
So interesting because...
It almost sounds like a tribute band.
Bruce has been writing some softer, kind of more pithy songs as of late that aren't really Ascent worthy. They are worthy in their own right. So that is something that we're working on right now. Several songs already that we are likely to do, and we may even perform them. Who knows?
Wow. And for those of you who are not the deeply entrenched, deep-cut Ascent fans who do not know that that's how they started in the first place.
That's right.
I wouldn't exactly call their earlier music pithy, but, I mean, it was softer than Ascent usually is, and terrific stuff, too.
It was heart forward. Come on.
Yeah, it was, man. So, yeah.
So Adjacent is what we're thinking.
Adjacent, very nice.
AJSNT, Adjacent.
You couldn't.
So we shall see. It's not my clever title.
I was gonna say, you can't make this stuff up, except you did. You know,
you can't.
No, it's perfect, though. Perfect.
We'll see. Lots of really beautiful music coming out from him. So we shall see, but stand by for that. Now I'm going to do something that is customary for me because I don't have as broad a repertoire as my partner does, and you know what? This is kind of fun because you can all play along at home.
And it's her one and only chance to humble me.
One and only? I don't know. I got a full show to do that, but it's not my my intention.
Your intent, yeah.
Of course not. All right. So I was born in Scotland. I was raised in the U.S. I moved to Canada, then Maryland. That's where I was as a kid. Co-founded the band that that I'm very famous for, and you all know, in 1975. And this band has art school roots. And we emerged from the Rhode Island School of Design, RISD, and I dropped out before graduating. But the art school influence has stuck forever. I'm also known for some iconic stage wear. My 1984 concert film is often ranked among the greatest ever made. I'm also a visual artist, photographer, and installation artist. I won an Academy Award for Best Original Score for The Last Emperor in 1987. I also won Grammys and a Golden Globe, and I'm deeply influenced by African, Latin, and Brazilian music. I love biking. I've written extensively about cycling, culture, and cities. And I struggle with social anxiety, and my early performances were intentionally stiff and restrained. Performing is something I learned intellectually, not instinctively. And early versions of the band were punk adjacent, and we played alongside others at CBGB, like the Ramones, Patti Smith, and of course we sounded totally different, but still somehow we mixed. What else can I tell you about myself? Well, Eno co-produced several of the band's albums and heavily shaped the experimental sound. And let's see, I intentionally reject standard rock masculinity and blues posturing. And what else? My art has been shown in museums, including galleries and major art spaces. The band was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2002, and I will likely never stop creating music.
You know, this reminds me of a scene in Breaking Bad where, regarding Uncle Jack, where Hank is just about to be wasted, and he says, he made up his mind 10 minutes ago. Well, I made up my mind 10 minutes ago who this was.
It wasn't 10 minutes ago.
However many minutes it was. However wrong I might be, I'm unshakable in the notion that we're talking about. But I'm a little confused because I thought we did this person before. David Byrne.
That's correct.
Okay. And as soon as you mentioned the movie, about the movie, this is going to shock you to the core because it shocks me too. I've never seen this damn movie.
Oh, it's
Stop
so
making
good.
sense.
It's so
Directed
good.
by Jonathan Demme of course, Silence of the Lambs fame. Also, he did the movie Ricky and the Flash with Meryl Streep as a little local rocker with her boyfriend Rick Springfield.
Yeah, I kind of wish I had.
Decent film though. You know, I liked it. Yeah.
Nah.
But anyway, I recently found out that it's actually available. That you couldn't watch this thing anywhere. I couldn't borrow it. I couldn't do anything except outright buy it, which I probably should have done, except I wasn't sure.
Everyone should.
But I recently found it on Tubi, and I can't wait to see it. I've heard it's spectacular.
It really is.
The clothing, as soon as you mentioned the clothing, there's so many things in it that scream David Byrne.
Really, the big suit. That's
the big
his
suit.
iconic,
Yeah, the big suit.
But if I said that, you would have known who it is.
And I mean, this is a band that is just the
Talking Heads
unstoppable funk machine, and I have never seen this film, you know.
I mean, it's so good. It's so good. I will likely see it again and again. But anyway, yes, David Byrne, I fully expected you to get it. I tried to throw you with some weird factoids, but anyway, there was so much information on David Byrne out there that I just wanted to include it all because he's such a fascinating person, and there's so much depth to him. I mean, there were literally probably like at least 36 more factoids that were super interesting because he's such a rich character. So
now for our first musical artist, Michael McGovern with In the Garden.
Yesterday in the garden by the shade of the trees, I bit my lip when I heard you coming and disappear. Finally, if there were signs, I never saw them. Life appeared before my eyes, but I was glad that you met me, if only just to say goodbye. chill on the balcony on the first day of spring. I never spoke when you asked me. I didn't need to say a thing. I suspect that time has crumbled and my life has passed me by. And when I said I never loved you, you couldn't look into my eyes. Where fear can't get me, smooth my skin, dull my pain.
All right, so that was Michael McGovern with In the Garden. Okay, well, this was incredibly emotional. It's just this beautiful song. His voice is so soft, it's calming, it's sweet, it's sincere, and there's some sort of an innocence to it. Even though it sounds like he's certainly, worldly and he's traveled and he's been through a lot, there's still an innocence that remains. And there's these beautiful angelic background ahs that I cannot get over. And they're very subtle, but they're very powerful. And the lyrics, I can't. They're beautiful and they're heartbreaking. And my favorite was, let me sleep where the fear can't get me. I think we've all been there before. So super relatable, very beautiful. I can't wait to hear more from him. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, this, Michael, let me tell you something. We were here just launching into the show, feeling our oats, being all kinds of whack. And you really, really, brother, you don't know what you did here. You really just sobered us. And guys, wow, really. I mean, not to suggest I'm a cold fish or anything, but hearing a song for the first time, I usually do not get as drawn into something as deeply poignant reflection as that. And as she said, the voice is beautiful. And the instrumentation, I love the bare beginning with the acoustic guitar and the voice. And then there's this something. Is it pipes? Is it strings? Is it accordion? There's something. The whole thing is deliciously Celtic. I see the entire, even though it's not your usual, wartime with the British thing or something. The whole thing, I can see it through the Foggy, Foggy Dew anyway. It was just a beautiful song from the Isles in my mind.
Well, I believe he actually is from Scotland originally, my mind reminds me.
It sounds exactly like that. Either that or somebody just is really, really good at nailing that style. But that whole, it's gorgeous, gorgeous. And, like I said, you pulled me right in, that lyric, that melody, that instrumentation.
And that
just,
fucking voice.
Hopefully
voice.
we can regain our giddiness after being moved so deeply. But that's to your credit, sir. Nicely done. Beautiful.
All right. If you'd like to hear Michael McGovern, In the Garden, or any other songs off of Thin White Road, you can do so by finding him on Instagram at Michael McGovern. That's MichaelMcgovern. All right, so now for my first feature, I will do it better than Moon. So what is this about? Well, it's where we listen to the original and then we listen to a cover and we determine if that cover is better than the original, which would be better than Emu in this case. So what song are we tackling this time? Well, it's a classic in many ways, but you may not have known who originally did this song, and I didn't either.
Nope.
But the song is You Were Always on My Mind. Now, I know the first person that comes to your mind is
Willie Nelson.
Nelson.
I'm in a band that sometimes plays the song. Everybody knows it's Willie.
Then that is the cover of a 1971 release by Brenda Lee. So Brenda Lee did this beautiful, earnest, very sweet version of this song. And Willie did a beautiful, sweet, earnest version of the song. So now I guess the question is, who did it better? So listening to Brenda Lee's, I will say there were a lot of flourishes in there that I liked. A lot of, I guess she took some liberties with it that I really enjoyed. A little soul, which I really appreciate. Oops, I didn't mean to play that. Shit, forget about that. A little bit of soul, which I appreciate. And pretty vocals, lots of really great layered backing vocals, great instrumentation. It definitely sounds a little more modern than that time, so I like that too. It sounds a little forward thinking, or a little forward, not forward, but it sounds like it was done maybe more in the late 70s to me than in the early 70s, but that's probably all in the songwriting and all in the delivery. So I really do love that version of the song. And then when we listen to the Willie Nelson version, you are hearing there's a distinct thing that happens in Willie Nelson's voice, and there's a break. There are these beautiful breaks in his voice, and they just tear your heart out. And so when he's singing this song, I feel like he is singing it to someone because he wrote it to someone because he actually felt this way. So for me, and I'm not a huge country fan. Anybody who listens to the show for 5 seconds knows I'm not a country person. But if I'm going to do country, I'm going to do old country. And Willie is old country. And for me, I have to say, hats off to Brenda Lee, but Willie takes it.
Yeah, interesting and surprising, I got to say, because I would never side with the country, but I mean, that's the kind of country. I mean, I don't consider it really like Johnny Cash, Hank Williams. To me, that's not country; that's real music, and I'm not a country fan either, as everybody knows. But I was shocked. I had never heard Brenda Lee's version. Of course, I've always associated the song with Willie Nelson, although I vaguely was aware that somebody else wrote it. Like somebody else wrote a signature John Denver song, even though he wrote a lot of songs. Willie's a great songwriter, but I thought somebody else did it. I did not know that Brenda Lee sang it first at all, and her version, I think, is, in the words of the classic Golden Earring song, Radar Love, Brenda Lee coming on strong. I mean, it's sweet, but it's powerful, and she's really belting in points. And there's some, as you said, some flourishes, some tasty melodic guitar playing, even early on in the song. And then the strings and the drums, I mean, it really kind of kicks up a riot. Willie's version, you definitely feel the ache more. You don't exactly believe Brenda Lee's version that she's singing from personal, out of her personal heart. But I kind of like the version better, strangely enough. So I'm going with Brenda on this one.
Oh, that's just not right. Yeah. That's wrong. So I think we probably need to stop. We're going to give him a break. We're going to stop and listen to the Willie Nelson version, and then we'll come back and make sure that he's, because this is actually,
I thought we did.
It's actually evenly footed in reality, and then we'll see where he lands. All right, so we are back from listening to Willie Nelson, giving David a chance to redeem himself and make the right choice. But will he? That's the question. But at least now we've given them both their just desserts, and whatever you decide will be your final say.
Well, the Willie Nelson version is sweet. I mean, and as I said, you feel it more. You believe it more. If I'm in the mood, if I want to be, cold fish that I am, if I want to be emotionally stirred, I would definitely take the Willie Nelson version. But if I'm feeling my oats, Brenda Lee, I think I like that version. I was surprised at how enjoyable it was. But, I mean, is Willie Nelson the gold standard? Kind of, yeah. I mean, it's really everything the song is meant to be. Brenda Lee's is kind of the Plastic Soul version. It's like...
It is Plastic Soul. That
honestly...
was very well said.
Yeah, I mean, I think Bowie coined the term. I love it, though. It's really... describing himself, of course. That I think that's what it is. But I'm usually in that kind of mood, so I'd probably lean to the Brenda Lee version. But I give it to Willie. It's classic. Yeah. Hopefully that'll get me out of a further tongue lashing.
I mean, it's the right choice. I'm not saying that Brenda's was bad.
I felt my oats a little bit less after the Willie version, so it worked.
Yeah, it definitely worked. Well, I think that these were kind of well matched, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So obviously the original, and then we had a cover. But I'm gonna throw another cover in the mix.
A wild card here.
Yeah. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
This is a duo who should never have done this, in my opinion, but they did. And they did it poorly, and they did it embarrassingly.
This song, okay, that sounds daring.
So before...
Who might that be?
Before we whoosh away to listen to at least just a little bit of it. We're not listening to the whole thing because it's just too painful. The Pet Shop Boys.
Oh.
The pet, like an electronic duo. So let's go hear what must be just the most plasticky, soulless version of this song ever. We'll be right back. All right, so if we're talking about garish and, I don't know, just an absolute atrocity, I would have to say that it was that version of that song. What are your thoughts?
Well, to take a poignant lyric like that, something that's really stirring, and it is, and make it the kind of amped up Brenda Lee version, I can see that for some reason it doesn't suit this kind of music. I mean, 80s dance music.
For some reason?
For some reason. But I mean, I'm going to tell you, it's not something I would want to listen to. It's the third on the list of the ones we've listened to tonight. So it's definitely, the other ones did it better than Emu, or they did not do it better than Emu.
Yeah.
But if I were out at an 80s club dancing and this came on, I'd keep on dancing. Yeah, no problem.
So I would throw something at the DJ.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully it wouldn't last that long. Hopefully it would be the extended version.
It's a long song.
But I mean, it's okay enough, but it's almost unrecognizable as You're Always on My Mind.
But no, we're not American bands where we're like, can you dance to it? We're saying...
I'm trying to give it something anyway.
It's got nothing.
Yeah, it's a strange nest fellow as far as song.
It's an abomination is what it is for a really sweet song. So, yeah, if it came on, I would have to punish the DJ, and I would probably run screaming from the club because it's just terrible. And I actually like the Pet Shop Boys. But this is one of those times where I'm like, oh, I wish you would have stayed in your lane. But here's the thing. I will say that they are likely in a long line of artists who cover songs because they love them. Not because they should, but just because they love them. And I've almost fallen victim to that many times, and I'm like, I've tried it. I'm like, I just don't sound good doing it.
It's painful when people do that.
So you got to do that. So anyway, Brenda Lee, great job. Love it. Pet Shop Boys, bad call. Yeah. Bad move. Terrible idea. So, yeah, I got to go with Willie, the earnest, beautiful, vocal breaking, gut-wrenching version with the little harmonies in the background. I can't even.
I got to hand it to you on the voice break. That really, the song absolutely warrants such a thing, and that really, you definitely don't get that from Brenda. She's singing Up a Storm, and the Pet Shop Boys,
Yeah.
So we both agree with the PSB being last in line, and
who knew?
Slight edge either way on the other ones. Well, not for you, but
no.
Yeah.
No, I like Brenda Lee better, but the Pet Shop Boys, I'm not going near it.
And there are probably 100 covers of it. Elvis did it, and it was all right. I just think it was a little overwrought. It
was heavy-handed
and
unnecessary. I mean, but I love the way Elvis sings, but some songs I'm like, maybe not.
Some songs you don't want to bellow.
Yeah, I don't.
Like a crazed moose,
Yeah, like a crazy moose. All right, well, that is it for I'll Do It Better Than Emu. That was a very strange threefer, but why not? So now what do you think we're doing? Well, we are going on to another artist, and this is Buffalo Nichols with a song called Cold Black Stare. And the album is The Fatalist, released in September 2023. Yes, I went back a couple of years for this one because, again, I was drawn to it for several reasons. And Buffalo Nichols is from Wisconsin and describes themselves as Americana and blues. So here's Buffalo Nichols.
There's a reason why I'm sleeping on the cold, cold ground. What do you think it is? The man in the shadows with the cold black stare. He's taking all the warmth and leaving nothing for you. He's taking all the warmth and leaving nothing for you. reason why your children will be hungry tonight. What do you think it is? The man in the shadows with the cold black stare. He's taking all the food and leaving nothing for you. He's taking all the food and leaving nothing for you. There's a reason why your sanity is slipping away. What do you think it is? You thought that it was funny, you ain't laughing now. He's taking all I have and now he's coming for you. He's taking all I have and now he's coming for you. Where you could have had a warehouse full of all the empty promises he made to you. He would rob the poor and the well-to-do, and if you had nothing, he would take that too. He's a devil, he's a liar, he's a billionaire, taking everything and leaving nothing for you. Taking everything and leaving nothing for you.
Damn. Buffalo Nichols. Okay. Well, to me, that is as Delta Blues as you get. Like, it is just, it is gut-wrenching. It is kind of dirty, grimy, rootsy, bluesy, painful, powerful. It's just, I just feel that this gentleman must have been through so much, or at least he's writing about somebody who's been through so much. But the vocal delivery was beautiful. It was like, I don't know, gritty and coarse and also smooth and a little bit of jazziness in there. I loved this artist and I loved this song.
Yeah, this was, I am quite sure that, especially given the theme of the show, which I am going to reiterate in a sense, that I'm sure you were drawn to what is unquestionably a kick-ass title.
Yes.
Cold Black Stare. Honestly,
yes.
When I hear a title like that, I have such high expectations.
Same here.
You know, it's like, okay, that sounds wicked. You know, that sounds really threatening and great, you know.
Yes.
And, you know, as much as we're goody two-shoes and everything, to hear a villain song, often from a villain perspective, you know, is great, takes great writing. It's wonderful artistry. This, starting off with that nasty dobro-y type sound, whatever it is, that total absolute swamp. The entire song is like trees dripping with moss.
Yes,
you know, I mean, it is so, and the voice is so raspy and so raw, and so it's like you know, Nick Cave, Tom Waits kind of. I mean, it's one of those things, and you expect it to go full band roar anytime, but it doesn't.
It shouldn't.
It shouldn't, because exactly the ambient. There's no electricity where this song takes
right.
you. You know, and hard to think of it even being done in a studio.
I can't even.
It's just so it's so, the menace is something you revel in, and the lyric gets just increasingly more intense. And the refrain, he's taking all the something and leaving nothing for you. He's taking all the warmth. He's taking all the food.
Yes.
And I got to say, Buffalo Nichols is definitely not peddling buffalo chips. This is primo blues. It stays down and dirty and unplugged the way it ought to. And hearkening back to the Kestrel Clear, I think it really fits here. He ate all the crumbs and left nothing for you.
I definitely think this was great. And when I saw, and I can see the cover. The cover is the thing that got me.
Oh, and I never saw that.
And it's just a profile of his face. And then I saw the song name. Then I saw the album title. The Fatalist got me. And, of course, I love Americana and blues. And I thought, is this going to be Delta Blues? I hope it's Delta Blues. It's hard to find. Moby did a lot with Delta Blues back in the 90s, and I really, really loved it. So I felt like we were sitting on the porch, and we were just listening.
Just kind of rocking.
It was just beautiful. So
mist coming off the bog.
if you want to find and listen to Buffalo Nichols, you can find Buffalo Nichols on Instagram at BuffaloNichols music. So now we go to a crowd favorite. I assume it's a crowd favorite. Various Songbirds.
Oh, yeah.
And for this feature, we select and share lyrics with each other and see if the other can name the artist and the song. This is a head-to-head battle, and we are vying for bragging rights, which I never get because he always fucks me. But basically, I want to share also that half points do get awarded here. So if you know the song and not the artist, or the artist and not the song, we will do half points. But the bragging rights are never going to be yours if you're half-assing it like that. So David goes first in this slaughter.
Yeah, we alternate between one humiliation ritual and another, but I have a feeling tonight is not going to be one. Not for Christina, anyway.
Heard that
I remember having a
before.
brutal night myself one time, not too terribly long ago. Okay, it's going to be hard not to sing this one, but this is Various Songbirds, so you got to tell from the lyrics, and I know that can be tough, so I'm trying to make it easy. Upstairs in bed with my ex-boy. He's in the place, but I can't get joy. Absolutely savage lyric here. Thinking on you in the final throes. This is when my buzzer goes. I cheated myself like I knew I would. Now that ought to give it away.
No idea.
I cheated myself like I knew I would. I told you I was trouble. I profoundly apologize. I really thought that you would have gotten
You say
that
that every time.
one. I mean, really. You don't have to think of it as a personal failure.
No idea.
It's Amy Winehouse. You know I'm no good. I cheated myself like I knew I would.
I know the song.
Yeah.
I don't know it at that
Shit,
level.
I thought that those lines are so hard hitting. I mean, it's
Yeah,
like,
I mean, they may be hard hitting,
Yeah.
but they're not memorized by this girl.
well, damn. I thought.
Yeah,
Here I
yeah.
am trying to hang with the cool kids, and I'm realizing they don't know this stuff.
Yeah, so I guess I'm not cool.
No,
which is
it's me
fine.
that's not cool. I was trying. I thought
All
cool
right.
kids knew that.
So here we go. You start a conversation, you can't even finish it. Talking a lot, but you're not saying anything. When I have nothing to say, my lips are sealed. Say something once. Why say it again?
Fuck me. I'm singing along, but it's like, I mean, of course it's the Talking Heads.
You only have like 10 seconds.
Okay, yeah, sorry. But
I think you can do it.
yeah, I'm going to go with Once in a Lifetime.
Fa 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 fa.
Really?
Psycho
Oh,
Killer.
shit. How could I?
Just to say.
Any other line from Psycho Killer I would have got. But that one
Probably.
I'm thinking is like, why? It didn't come out as in my head Once in a Lifetime, but I couldn't think of the other.
Yes. Well,
Yeah, Psycho Killer is that unhinged too. That's
I
right,
am
yeah.
so sorry,
Yeah.
but that did not
Oh,
happen.
no. There's no excuse for not getting that.
I have to agree. All
Well,
right,
well,
you got a half point. You got a half point.
I got something nice and easy for you here.
That's what you said last time.
I mean, come on. I really thought. See, it goes to show you, I'm just taking stabs in the dark when it comes
true.
to what cool kids know, because I don't know. Okay, here's it. A cloud appears above your head. A beam of light comes shining down on you. Shining down on you. That ought to give it away. The cloud is moving nearer still. Aurora Borealis comes in view. How many fucking songs name the Aurora Borealis? Aurora comes in view. A cloud appears above your head. I don't want to sing it. A beam of light comes shining down on you. Oh, the loathing is going to be intense for yourself.
Aurora Borealis.
Aurora Borealis comes in view.
Oh
Aurora
my
comes in
God.
view. What comes right after
This
that?
is you too, isn't it?
Shit.
Thought it was you too. No, wait. Wait, hang on. I can hear it. Wait, Aurora, do it again. Aurora Borealis.
Yeah. Aurora Borealis comes in view. Aurora comes in view.
It's not you two.
Nope.
Oh my God, I know this. They got 10 seconds.
Oh, the anguish. I feel bad.
I know this, not Train. Who is it? Is it Coldplay? No.
Cloud appears above your head. I didn't almost sing it, did I?
Damn, the loathing. Okay, no, tell me.
A beam of light comes shining down on you.
Just tell me. Oh, God.
Yes.
Down Iran.
Not Iran, flock of seagulls. Oh, the loathing. I'm so sorry.
Oh, the loathing. Oh, I'm so bad.
I
at
can't even
myself
loathe
right
myself because she should have known that one.
I
Come
should
on.
have known that one.
So sorry.
Oh, damn it. That was a good one, though.
My apologies
That was a good
to
one.
Christina's legions of friends and fans, but I'm afraid you'll never see your girl showing her face in public
I will
again after
not.
that.
Okay, so how about this one? We'll see what you think. Words playing me deja vu, like a radio tune I swear I've heard before. Chill, is it something real or the magic I'm feeding off your fingers?
That magic I'm feeding off your fingers part sounds a little familiar, but the rest of it is like, come on, that's not an actual song, is it? Shit.
We try to stay blind to the hope and fear outside. Hey, child, stay wilder than the wind and blow me into cry.
Wow, you're going to blow me into cry because I don't recognize that.
Who do you need? Who do you love?
No, total flop.
When you come undone.
Total flop.
Okay, it's Duran Duran.
Uh-huh.
Come undone.
Oh, okay. I would never have said I knew that song, so okay.
That's not
Fine.
true.
No.
It's a Duran
Well,
Duran.
I mean,
it is about as popular as songs go. About as
it's
popular.
it's without a melody. I didn't get it.
Well, that's
All right, okay.
that's the pain of various.
Okay, well, here's one for you, and I'm thinking.
I'm not going to get it. You're hoping I'm not going to get it.
No, actually, this is what I'm the one who will never show his face in public again after presenting you with such an easy question as this.
Mm-hmm.
And in stark contrast to what would have happened if Christina hadn't gotten it, the self-imposed reclusion of mine will affect absolutely no one, so it's nothing to worry about. So, this one is so easy, and it goes like this: Love, soft as an easy chair. That should do it right there. Love, fresh as the morning air. Uh-oh. Am I dating myself here? Everybody knows how old I am, but I think I might be showing it by this song. Okay. Love, soft as an easy chair. Love, fresh as the morning air. One love that is shared by two, I have found with you. Like a rose under the April snow. I was always certain love would grow. I know it's going to come to you. Love, oops, I can't say the next part, sorry. It's the title. You and I will make each night a first. Every day a beginning.
Is it Captain and Tennille?
No.
No. Wait, yeah, I don't know.
Where is it? Spirits rise and their dance is unrehearsed. They warm and excite us because we have the brightest love. Oh, I'm so sorry. I really
You're
sincerely
not.
thought. Barbra Streisand, Evergreen.
Yeah, no.
I'm sorry.
I love the song. I don't know the lyrics to that song. I love anything Barbara does, though.
Any one of these songs would be a perfect Hummingbirds, would they not?
Probably. All right, here we go for my last one. I've seen it before. It happens all the time. You're closing
the door, you leave the world behind. You're digging for gold and throwing away a fortune and feelings, but
I haven't heard
someday you'll
the
pay.
artist or the title.
Yep. Oh, yeah, she's quite right. It's not Digging for Gold. It's Cold as Ice by Foreigner.
That's correct.
I saw them do it back in the day.
So you got 2.5 points, and I got how many?
All right, one more for you. And this one, I feel confident. I feel good.
I've heard this before. You just fucked me on the last one.
I'm sorry. I thought the whole world, love, soft as an easy chair. They'd be like, oh, please, turn off the sap. I'm going to drown.
I like the sap,
Yeah,
but
I like the sap,
I
too.
don't know the lyrics.
Not digging at the great Paul Williams in any way. Never would. And this one is is simplicity itself. I should read it like a scroll to keep it from being too obvious. Just as I thought it was going all right, I found out I'm wrong when I thought I was right. I'm not doing the scroll thing there. I'm just modifying it a little bit. It's always the same. It's just a shame. I could leave, but I won't go. This like the dramatic recitation guy should do this one. I could leave, but I won't go, though my heart might tell me so. I can't feel a thing from my head down to my toes. There we go. Finally, okay.
What is it?
Oh, so I didn't mean anything. I'm not suggesting it was taking you an unduly long.
Fuck you.
I'm not suggesting
my
that.
God.
It was perfectly reasonable.
The finally and the slamming of the phone on the table may have suggested otherwise.
I didn't slam. No, I just put it down because I'm old and it was a burden. No.
You should put your attitude down because it's a little bit of a burden.
No, but I'm very happy for you. And what was it now again?
Phil Collins.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, Genesis.
Thank you. Okay.
Why does it always seem to be looking at you?
Not mocking at all. What was the last two words you said? That's all? Okay, yes, indeed. That's all. It's always a shame. It's just the same. That's all.
Yeah. So
I couldn't go in. I almost ran right up to it. It's like, whoops, hold on. Yeah.
All right, so
you got two now.
I
So
got
you're
two.
stomping me into the dust.
No, you got 2.5.
Okay, so
Because I lovingly gave you that other half. So, again, another big fuck you to Christina, where you pretend like you're giving me easy things.
I gave you softballs, and I didn't stop you into the dust.
There
either.
were no softballs given.
Come on, that Duran
the
thing.
the Iran thing was a tough one. That's tough to take.
Come on, Evergreen.
The Duran. Oh, please! I gave you Duran Duran, a band you know, and you gave me fucking Barbara Streisand from before I was born. Fuck you.
You gave me Duran Duran deep cut that nobody.
It's not a deep cut. I'm going to tell you how non-deep cut. Fuck that. I'm telling you right now how non-deep.
Although I'm surprised
cut.
you knew that when you didn't know of View to a Kill.
Okay, well, we'll see how obscure Come Undone was, because that's just bullshit.
That's probably been streamed 1 billion times.
Come Undone chart. Let's see what the chart was for that, because it's just something that you never heard, and I was trying to stump you. Let's see.
You will not find a tar pit chart in there anywhere.
1993, so it was not a lot. So it was a top 40 hit, and it actually was the second consecutive top 10 hit from Duran Duran.
Wow.
So, yeah, I didn't give you anything obscure. And, yeah, let's go to fucking Spotify to see how obscure a hit this is. 285,970,206 times. So I don't think it's obscure.
Not even 1 billion. No.
Hungry Like the Wolf doesn't have 1 billion.
No, I know. Yeah, I mean, it kind of doesn't mean anything with classic
So you better
rock.
you just better stand down, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Can I give you something obscure? I thought Duran Duran, of course he knows that. And you thought, oh, Barbara Streisand, circa 1969. She must know that one.
Well, not only was it a big hit, but I had the soundtrack and I wore that thing out, man.
Well, I'm glad you did, but I didn't.
But it was a big hit. That's
all right. Well, anyway, so you still fucking won. So again, talking about softballs, I am a softball queen for you. All right, the next artist is Virga. The song is Alice from the album Iramacine, I think. And it was released May 2025, and they are actually from the U.S. They are from Kansas. They have called themselves or deemed themselves Rock Americana. Those are two of our favorite little combos there. So let's take a listen to Alice. Okay, that was Alice. So what are your thoughts about Virga?
Well, I wonder what it was that grabbed you. It was the art. It was because Alice itself is not is a
It was the art.
very ordinary title.
The art
It had to
got
be the
me.
art.
It was just like very kind of
That's what drew you.
plaintive and interesting and introspective, and I just loved it.
So
Simple.
this sounds like the cover 8.
It
Left
did
no
8,
crumbs.
yes,
you know.
it definitely left no
But,
crumbs.
so Kansas is the name of the star they come from, eh? And it's probably the last thing you think of when you hear this intro, which it's fascinating how it starts. It's so discordant, whereas
It is.
everybody knows the Beatles' Hard Day's Night begins with that, what the hell was that chord, before the normal song comes in afterwards. This one starts out with a little passage of really discordant and gritty, grungy guitar. And then it appears it's going to go in a more conventional direction, but there's nothing like that's going to happen in this song, that's for sure.
No.
It decidedly does not. The whole thing sounds like some kind of overture to annihilation. It's absolutely incredibly dark.
It's a little shoegazy, alt-rock,
Yeah.
lo-fi. It's not what I expected from a rock Americana.
No,
they're
no.
a mixture of many, many different genres.
And it has some of those really nasty, like 2 or 3 note minor key guitar
I
solos,
love that.
the kind that Glenn Buxton was doing in Alice Cooper in like the late 60s.
I really love
it's
that they
incredible
did that.
stuff, and I really got to salute them for that. And the whole thing is like a howl of something, God only knows what, that's going on, but there's so many sounds and there's so many disconcerting things happening that whatever it is, the overall effect is very commanding. It is.
Yeah, I didn't find it disconcerting. I guess because I have a real love for this kind of music. I found it kind of comforting. It's kind of like the vocals are a little Mazzy Star, but not quite as I don't know, that she doesn't have as many flourishes, and I like that. I like kind of how she was just singing it in this kind of, I don't know, sort of sinister, playful, innocent, dark way. I kind of really dug it. And the entire evolution of this song is tasty, and it wasn't overdone. I thought it was kind of playful, but I literally enjoyed every moment of this song. I thought it was very, very interesting, and I really like where it went. I like where it started, and I definitely want to listen to a lot more from Virga because I think it's very, very interesting, and the combination of genres is so incredibly delicious that I'm going to dive in, and you should too. Instagram, you can find Virga at VIRGA Band. So that takes us to your feature. So what are you going to share with us this time?
Say what? And there's no feature for this little theater brat that's as appropriate as Cinema Calling. And that's what we're doing now. And for this feature, we share how music enhances or detracts from movies. And, well, this one... this is one I will happily take my licks for, as I realize I'm probably completely wrong, but I'm just telling you the unfiltered and unredacted, because you know how polite I usually am. This is just the first random ravings of a fevered mind. I'm sure I was in the throes of some sort of nightmarish fever. And just as Christina has yet to come up with a feature name that I won't say on the air, although I actually do have some standards, they have yet to come up with anything too cheesy for me to enjoy much. Though, little did I know, they actually had, and I was unaware of it, having not yet seen until very recently, Moulin Rouge, with an exclamation point, no less, in the title. And I understand that I am an island in this, and an island in the middle of a tar pit, but this film features, I think, to a truly alarming extent, that abomination, that personal pet peeve, and the cloud I can always get it up to yell at, which is taking a song that stands alone and trying to work it into a story. For some reason, that always fails to me. I think the only time that ever worked was Singing in the Rain, because the songs weren't stories about the characters. The characters were entertainers performing the songs. When you try to make a story out of it is where you lose me. And that's what happens here. Anyway, what we're subject to do here, and I will hand it to them, is one hell of an anachronistic playlist. And that's probably where the commendations will stop. And Wikipedia describes it as a jukebox musical romantic drama. And I got to say, that's the first time I've ever heard that description, but damned if it doesn't work for this thing or whatever it is. Anyway, so I went into Moulin Rouge blind. I knew nothing about it. I did not know all of these well-known songs spanning many decades were going to be put into the film, which in every other way is a period piece set in Paris in the year 1900. Nicole Kidman's a great actress, and John Leguizamo is a scream. as an ultra camp incarnation of the legendary painter Toulouse-Lautrec. But the shit is bananas, to borrow a phrase from whoever the hell it was, Gwen Stefani, or No Doubt.
No doubt.
No Doubt, thank you. Although it was widely...
Or no, Gwen Stefani. I like
Yeah, see, I don't even know. It was Holla Back Girl, Gwen Stefani.
Gwen Stefani.
It was widely embraced, this movie. I had my eyeballs rolling around to like a cartoon character degree. I don't know why. Among the square peg songs they deliberately attempted to try to pound into the round hole plot points were, and this was the first jolt that had me in Starship Enterprise brace for impact mode. It was jarring at the time. 1900, we're in Paris, and suddenly they break into, all right, LaBelle's Lady Marmalade. It's a little more okay considering it's a theater. But that actually seemed downright fitting compared to the downward spiral of batshit out of hell selections that were yet to come. DeBarge's Rhythm of the Night. What the hell are we doing? Elton John's Your Song. T-Rex's Children of the Revolution. And then the dagger in my heart, a foundational song in the life of my musical appreciation, David Bowie's Diamond Dogs. And I'm at this point, I thought, how am I watching this without being strapped down, eyes pried open, with saline being dripped into them, Clockwork Orange style, to continue watching this? But I did. And I guess it's for the folks. I guess that's what it was. But then the, at least what ought to be, infamous Elephant Love Medley. Now, it's been weeks, and I've already forgotten why it's even called that, but one night I'll wake up screaming and sweating, and you'll know it's come back to me. It was just...
Because they're in an elephant.
Oh, is that what it was? It just seems so dumb. I pity elephants, by the way, because they can never forget this. The Elephant Love Medley is an unholy witch's brew of the following songs. The Beatles, All You Need Is Love. And then we're going off the rails with Kiss, I Was Made for Loving You. I did kind of laugh a little bit upon hearing that. You would think a Kiss song in a film about theatrical, heavily made-up performers would be kind of appropriate, but somehow it managed not to be. And then we had Phil Collins' One More Night, U2's Pride in the Name of Love, because there's nothing more 1900 France than a song about Martin Luther King. Then on to a real disco classic, Thelma Houston's Don't Leave Me This Way. Love the song, but I love television too, but I wouldn't want one in the bathtub with me, which is about how much of a jolt this song is in this movie. Then we move on to Wings, Silly Love Songs, and by now you think the people would have had enough of this fucking film. Joe Cocker and Jennifer Warren's Up Where We Belong, From an Officer and a Gentleman. David Bowie's Heroes and How I Wished I Could Swim, Like the Dolphins Can Swim, Away from This Atrocity. And then, before a recap of Elton John's Your Song, probably the best fit of the entire sordid affair, Dolly Parton's I Will Always Love You, and it was semi-acceptable. I thought my tolerance for corn and sap and cheese and camp was as high as anybody's and higher than most, but this broke me, at least at the time, and watch, I'll fucking buy the thing in a week next time I see it. It's happened to me a million times before. But for now, it's one of those never, never, never movies. This was the Mount Everest of cheese, and I wish to God I had remained at base camp. And I know we don't exactly see eye to eye on that one.
No, I recommended the movie to you.
Yes,
so
and I don't begrudge you that.
Because you like campy, and you like funny, and you like tongue-in-cheek, and you like playful, and you like music. So it made perfect sense to me that you would like this. And
this is the guy who hated Rocky Horror first time I saw it.
So it's bizarre to me, but all I have to say is of all the things you could shake your fist at, this seems pretty weird.
It does,
but,
yeah. And again, I know it happened to me before with Rocky Horror, which I hated. Now I'm like I go to the damn thing.
So it's confusing to me because I recommended this because I thought it would be something you'd like. The costumes. I thought. The time period, the little cute story, the acting, obviously, the great cast, and then you love music. And so how cute that all of these songs, so many songs appear in there and they cobble them together to make them, a little part of the story. The story exists without the music. The music is just supposed to be the like a little kind of inner dialogue, like cutie thing, and I thought it was so cute. And I actually love that elephant scene. I think that is the cutest part, and actually I think I rewound it and watched it several times so that I could see that part again, because I think their little interplay is so cute, and the songs are so cute, and the way he's like kind of skulking around and coming up with these cute songs, I thought it was adorable. I really enjoyed it, and I thought, well, as king of camp and cheese, there's no way you wouldn't like this, and I was way off. But I don't know. I didn't love it the first time I saw it. I thought it was kind of cute, and then I thought, oh, but it had promise. I watched it again, and it was so fun and so playful and so silly and so cute. And of course, campy and cheesy, but the costumes, and I thought it was clever what they did with the music. I thought it was really clever and fun. But if you have a pet peeve about that, you're going to hate it no matter what they do with it, even if it's brilliant. I mean, I don't know why you have a pet peeve about that, but
well, it does make
it.
one wonder. Well, see, in Rocky Horror's case, I waited over a decade before watching it again, and for some reason I loved it the second time. And in the interim, I was saying, I hated that, all the hype, and it's a terrible movie. And then I watched it again. I was like, oh, shit, that's good. Makes me even wonder if Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band is like one of the most egregious examples of this. And I wonder if I would actually be able to stay on that if I watched it again, because the second time does it for a lot of movies, and maybe this is one of them.
I don't know about that one, the Sgt. Pepper's thing. It's
it's pretty brutal.
I can't watch Help either. I tried really hard. It's just too much.
But you see, they're doing their own songs at least,
Yeah, but here's the thing. People not doing their own songs apparently do it better, because I'd rather watch Moulin Rouge than either of those Beatle movies. So
really, I dig the Beatle movies.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's because apparently you're a really hardcore fan, and I'm a fan who goes, I want to hear it. I don't want to see this shit though, because I think it's lame and long. It feels like the longest, I don't know, whatever, hour and a half of my life, 2 hours. I can't ever get those moments back, and I want them. So, so anyway, I was very surprised. But I hope you feel better after shaking your fist at the clouds on this one and telling Moulin Rouge to fuck
I saw
off.
the cloud shake this time.
But the good news is it was a wildly successful film, and they still sell a bunch of movies. So the good news is, just like everything else we talk about, they're not hurt by us. But I'd like to hear from people who actually hate this or love this movie, because I don't get it. But just when I think I understand, I don't.
You're going to get some mail about that Beatles thing, but
so I'd like to see the mail, because they're not actors. They're not actors. All right, so our final artist for this particular show is Allardyce, with a song called Hits Me from the album Allardyce. They released this album in November 2025, and they are from Australia. They are electronic, pop, and dance. I feel like I want to add a few more descriptors to that, but we'll wait until after. So here is Hits Me from Allardyce.
Sometimes I find it hard to find things beautiful until I've seen somebody else announce the beauty in the thing that first made me feel nothing. Wake up full and I smell the toast, and now it's what I want the most. I didn't know that you mattered till someone else showed you that you mattered. It's me, naive, it's me, it's me. I like to blame a blindfold, deny the snowball I rolled, and now I'm in the middle and it's cold and weird and increasing tenfold. I wanna wrap my limbs around you, squeeze you till you make a sound, resembling something along the lines of I love you till the end of time. It's me, naive, it's me, it's me. Confusing friends and
Wow.
I mean, wow. This is pop rock at its best. This is all the things. This is amazing vocals. This is amazing instrumentation, amazing songwriting, amazing music arrangement. I mean, I'm so incredibly in. Is it just me?
No, it's you never would expect that they would be able to cram into one song, because we grew up used to that stuff, but it isn't common today. They would show you, they'd take you all the places they can go in a song, so you don't have to listen to like a whole bunch of stuff to find out this is an incredible band. Because when you hear a song like this, it starts with this beautiful, lively, engaging, driving acoustic guitar, and the kind of vocal that I'm sorry to draw a comparison to Joni Mitchell, but that's a high praise in my book,
Except I will say Joni Mitchell, while beautiful voice, this voice is so clear and she's got so much range in a different way, and she's using it in an edgy way. But I love that comparison because Joni Mitchell is God. I mean, of all of this music scene.
Right, but of all the things that she's done, all the direction she's gone in, the Allardyce takes it to where it would be like in hard rock, punk rock,
Yeah.
And it is the hooks dig into you so deep during the hits me part,
Yes.
And then the last thing you expect, they're slapping you silly with guitars and drums and everything, and you never see it coming.
You don't see it coming.
And you're absolutely blown away when it gets to, after just a complete rock fest, you get to the part that hits me part again. And
yes.
How well it translates into like a punk setting.
Yes.
That it did when it was so beautiful and simple, stripped down. You just simply marvel at it. And then there's this break. There's this glorious ethereal break with all these strings and things, and you're just like, my goodness, this is like a whole movie you're watching here. And then back to that fantastically gorgeous, simple beginning. And I mean, they have taken you on such a ride and dropped you back off at the end. And I mean, I love the name Allardyce more than I can say anyway. It's got to be someone's. It's a real name and everything, but I will always, because I'm a theater brat, I will always associate it with the film Burnt Offerings and the novel, the name Allardyce, And it's beautiful and hits me. Yes. What a perfect way to describe this song, because it does hit you. It has to.
Oh, it's so good. Yes. And again, as somebody who sings, I'm telling you, I wish I could sing like that. What a beautiful, incredible voice. So much control, so much power. Amazing. So I know, and you know, that they are going to want to hear more. So they can find Allardyce on Instagram at ALLERDYCE. Wow. Well, I think that means it's your turn to do something very, very special. Something only you do, actually. I've never done it. Maybe something you only...
Something I never gave that any consideration.
Yeah, I don't do it.
What a dark fate to never wrap a puppy up in a little blanket.
I wrap my puppy up in a blanket, but
that's
not this
true.
puppy.
What a sweet velvety, the little pudge, the little velvet. Oh my goodness. The blanket, I can't even handle it. Anyway, all right, so yeah, but we have a puppy here, and it needs to be wrapped up in a neat little blanket, so let's wrap that puppy up in a neat little blanket. And part of wrapping that puppy up in the neat little blanket is telling you to listen to us on Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Spotify, and many more. And subscribe to your birds and get notified of every show. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram at BOAF On Air, that's BOAF On Air, as in Birds of a Feather On Air. Tell your friends and bands to send in their music. Really do it, because we want to hear their music. Help us grow our murmuration, colony, our flock. But how can you do that? Well, share us in your Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, etc. feeds. Share your birds with the world. And now that the word has been spread and the mission is clear, that only leaves for you to say,
let's get the flock out of here.
This has been Birds of a Feather on What the Flock Radio.